Hey all, Avros here, back with the next fight, Lufenia for Strago's Lost Chapter. This fight is a two-wave fight, which is not a common occurrence for Lufenia events. So the first wave has no Lufenia orb and is up against two prototypes, which are the budget Omega looking bosses. These bosses are weak to thunder damage and will spend their turns mostly doing charging and doing some single target attacks until they hit their fully charged state, and then they will hit with an AoE Bravery plus HP attack. So make sure you have a way to either deal with that attack via damage reduction or delay/rush the enemies down before they have a chance to pull that attack off. I brought Galuf along in my party basically to cover for this attack and provide HP regen for this wave and for the second wave as well. The second wave is against two Fierce. These Behemoth looking enemies will get their orb at the wave start with a 10 count, will have it dispel at 79% HP and returning at 49% HP for the remainder of the fight. This orb is increased via thunder or holy damage by 1, and if attack is both, it will increase by 2. Other notes for these bosses is that they will change between a 4-legged and a 2-legged form throughout the fight, and each of these will use a specific attack that will give them an aura that you need to break for them to have removed. For the 4-legged form, this attack is Blaze Wave, an AoE Bravery attack that will provide the user with the blue aura. This will make them have a strong resistance to ice, thunder, earth, holy, and magic damage, while absorbing all physical damage regardless if it's enchanted or not, as well as fire, wind, water, and dark elemental damage also being absorbed. In their 2-legged form, the attack they do is Serra Force, a single target bravery attack. With this they gain a white aura, and this will give them a bunch of bravery and sap your team of their bravery on the enemy's turn. If they target an all attack as well while on 2 legs, this will be a multi-bravery plus AoE HP attack that will purge your buffs, so keep an eye out for that. Additionally, anytime they do their Flame Vortex attack, which is single target, they will return to their 4-legged form. So for this fight, my strategy was to deal with the first wave as quickly as possible, using counters with Galuf and using the enchant from Ashe, who's enchanting both Thunder and Holy to increase the damage by hitting weakness. And for the second wave, this was a similar strategy to get through under the turn count. There was a few risky points during the fight where the bosses would get the orb count down very low, and thankfully due to the double enchant from Ashe, as well as the Galuf's double counter, this would get increased by 4, keeping those orbs in a safe spot so I didn't have to worry too much about those orbs expiring. So the strategy in depth was that I utilized the fact that while these bosses had the blue aura up, their follow-up attack was a single target HP attack that's able to be dodged, and would use that to remove their aura and then counter them back with Galuf. And then I waited for the bosses to stand up during this fight and used Jack's calls, both of them his LD first followed by his regular call, and then used Bart's burst phase to increase damage party-wide. I then broke the bosses anytime they had their white aura up while standing up, and saved Strago's calls for an emergency break while their blue aura was up. Additionally, I had a Faris call as being able to drop them to 0 bravery via her LD call's poison during their own turns would prevent them from doing anything too drastic while the aura was up as well. Once Bart's BT aura ran out, I swapped him out for friend Tifa and used Ramuh summon to maximize her damage and used her to deal some heavy damage to the bosses and get them down faster via her Meteor Crusher and all of her abilities she has there. After this, I was mostly making sure to clean them up in enough turns, and I did check towards the end of this run the fight to make sure that I was going to be under that turn limit, as I did have the impression this was a 60 turn Lufenia. Ends up it was 65 turns, and so it wasn't actually an issue to make it under that turn count, whereas if it was 60 turns I would have been slightly over. Other than that, I've got nothing else really to say about this fight, so thank you for watching. If you'd like any further assistance with the fight, ask in the comments down below, and enjoy the rest of the video.
おきじゃ。さらばじゃ。先祖成敗受けてみよう。先祖やらせんぞ。かかってこい。くらえ。先祖やらせんぞ。おい穴から俺は本気だよ。
立ち止まるわけにはいかない。
受けてみよう。やらせんぞ。やらせんぞ。やっちゃうぞ。届くんだな。見切った。油断した。見切った。穴から俺は本気だよ。冒険はまだ終わらない。やろうぜ。ごめんな。この勝負もらった。やらせんぞ。準備よし。成敗。
打ち砕け。
やらせんぞ。やらせんぞ。
立ち止まるわけにはいかない。
成敗。足はいるぞ。受けてみよう。
さらなる力を。ああ、諦めなさ
わしに任せい。
穴から俺はだよ。
先行よ。
とっておきじゃ。あらばじゃ。
ち止まるわけにはいかない。
やらせんぞ。
助かった。必殺。痛いじゃ済まないぜ。よっ。甘く見るなよ。
受けてみよう。成敗。やらせんぞ。しゃい。
さらなる力を。諦めなさ
やらせんぞ。くらえ。
い。信じます。